Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise and this is Trump's weekly reading for, we're going from, well, Thanksgiving week, November 19th to the 25th. Maybe we'll get a Thanksgiving gift of him being silent for just a few days. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd sure be grateful for that. So anyway, let me just swap out cameras here, bring you over to my table. We'll see how it's going. It's been really terrible the last few weeks, so maybe something will change. I don't know. Hold on, be right back. Okay, so I decided to use Libby's little oracle deck. So it's Meister Tarot. If you want to order this on Etsy, it's MAIGHSTIR. Tarot, or it might say Meister Tarot Oracle, something like that. I think there's like 90 cards, 88 or 90 cards, I can't remember, but I don't have the box, so I can't show it to you, but what I'll do is I'll do my best to remember to add a link in the comment section. Okay, so I mean, there's so many cards, it covers pretty much everything, but let me get into Trump's week. So November 19th through the 25th, including his Thanksgiving. Let's see how his week goes for him. You know, things in the news haven't been good for him, except for he got this little bump from Univision that knocked out Biden as far as giving airtime to. But, you know, I tend to think that when it comes to the Hispanic vote, I just, you know, I think pretty much everybody recalls the cruelty at the border when he was president and the removing, you know, babies from their parents, children from their parents, many of whom are still missing. Parents got deported back, kids are gone. I honestly can't imagine that they've missed that. So what is coming through for him this week? And Judge McAfee, so in the Georgia, you know, Fonnie Willis case, Judge McAfee issued a protective order. That can't be good. I doubt it'd be good for him. And then other news was something about that, you know, the possibility of him really going down for tax fraud with that falsifying business records for, you know, the Stormy Daniels hush money payments. Because basically, Michael Cohen had set up a shell company to process the payments through, and Trump gave him the money to put in there, and then with some extra money in order to make up for the taxes he would have to pay. Well, that is tax fraud. And of course, there's, you know, state and federal election fraud. So that's way down the line when that comes down, but something's got to stick with this guy, right? Oops. Okay, there's our first card. All right. Let's see. What's he digging? I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way instead of from the center out. It's interesting. Oh, yeah. Maybe he's trying to figure out where to go. Hold on. Let me move my pen there. Yeah. This is interesting. Wow. Let me keep going. Oh, God. Ooh. So money problems for sure. And this is, you know, this week. So we're getting a consistent, you know, pattern, consistent messages that continue to come through. as to money problems. Yeah, a lot of anger and fear because of his greed. So the grifting, I think, is not working very well this week. And then a big fat no by the end of the week. Wow. Okay, chopstick time. So, I think I'll start with I think I'll just read it like a story, like Libby does, and then I'll do some other little ways that I normally do. And you guys, you put in what you get with these cards, because everyone can read these cards. So I think he is putting in effort across his, like, let's say to the UAE, to Dubai, to the places that he wants to try and rebuild his image, and maybe run away to when things get things get really, really down to the wire, really gritty for him. So that's what he's working on. He's working on his foreign relationships. He's not doing shit for Mother Earth, we know that. All he does is fly around in his private jet, and that can't be good. You think that's good for the environment? Nah. So it's not that. This is him working hard in order to, and he's probably lying about what he's doing, but in order to, bring more money in. And notice how these two cards knight together. So we're talking, it's just always money on his mind. The minus card here tells me that it's not going well for him to rebuild his image. But he still has, some comfort flipping around the country, talking trash, bringing through his message, which it's looking like nobody really wants to hear anymore, except for the fear mongers and the people who hate other people and hate other ethnic groups, and his maggots. So that's really interesting. Okay, so back to trying to read a story going across. So there's the top row. If we were to keep going, he's going to amplify and grow more gossips and more secrets, more lies via his MAGA home base, and via from hanging out at Mar-a-Lago. And, because that's what he does. He waits until the place is full, and then he goes out and goes up on the stage and he just talks a bunch of trash. And that's where he sucks the energy up from. Imagine this with like a big tap root, and it's hooked into the fear-mongering group, who are pretty much empty. They're empty shells of a soul. And that's his base. Poverty consciousness, but for him, most of all, well, under the law of affinity, like attracts like. So if he's coming from lies and fear and greed and poverty consciousness, that's exactly what he's attracting. The greedy people, they think they've got, a friend with him. No, he's just in it for himself. If we're to keep going, he's going to figure out this week that his solution lies in going for the people who really have a lot of money. But then because this card knights to the minus card up here, it's not going to work. But he's going to work it. He's going to work it hard. And I don't think that he's going to get money and growth via these other connections in other countries. And then by midweek, that's another way you could read these cards, is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You could do that. If that's the case, by midweek, he's pretty friggin' pissed off. And then if this is Thursday and, Thanksgiving comes along, yeah, he's got some comfort with a full belly and thinks he's strong, but then there's all this fear and anger. What a deadly combo, right? It's like ignorance in action. But he does have some loyalty with his empty, maggots. That's the empty maggots here. The little red tractor and the empty glass, yeah, and the loyalty there. And then maybe by Saturday it's really, you know, sunk in over this weekend, over this holiday weekend. It's really sunk in that he's got a big fat no, and he knows that he's not going to win. I'm thinking that he knows it already, but something's really going to drive it home this next weekend. So when he gets in that place, he tends to throw out, you know, tantrums just like a toddler. You know, remember, he's trader taught. And this might be where the difficult message comes in, because he's been told no on some level. And he's comfortable, but he's an empty shell. And it doesn't bring through. There's no loyalty. No loyalty from this fear-based, angry, you know, mobbed up, because they're broke. They don't have money to donate to him anymore. At least not enough of them. The only thing he's got going on is his ability to launder money through Trump, you know, Trump Org International. But that's not working well for him in the state of New York, because they have that that special, like, master or whatever it's called, monitor, you know, paying out, watching the money that comes in and paying the bills, and, you know, they're doing all that. Plus he's paying for them to do that. So, and there may be other hotels that are tied into that one organization, Trump Org, that are in other states as well. So, yeah, because then he turned around. What he did when that first happened with Tish James is that he turned around and started another Trump Org in D.C., and then she came after that. So there's Trump Org 1 and Trump Org 2, and she has that special monitor over both of them, because she saw what he did. He turned around and filed, you know, another LLC right away. She got both of them. So, and that's just a drop in the bucket, but this looks pretty awful for the week. Let's see. If I were to, yeah, just to do some knighting, there's no growth. In fact, the growth is going in the wrong direction. It's a downturn. And the strength is a downturn. And his strength is only based in his greed and pretentiousness, like it says right here on the little card. So he's growing more greedy and more angry, and just kind of stuck at home, and yeah. This card up here could be seen as Trump Towers, like trying to rebuild his brand, but it's already empty. And that's all anybody is talking about, whether they say it to his face or not. This is what's going on behind his back. And of course he's angry about that, because you know, everybody can feel those things. I think even he could, even though he's pretty numbed out. So basically you could pick any card and knight the cards around, you know, 2 over and 1 up, or pick this one, and here's right here. He's comfortable but angry, and he's lacking, you know, 1 over 2 up, or 2 over 1 up is a knighting technique. And then the other thing we can always do is, yeah, so this fullness is minus, so this fullness here is fake. The other thing we can do is mirror the cards together. So he's working hard with the difficult messages that are coming through across the country, and he's working hard because of the difficult messages in our country. He's working with other countries, but they're probably not comfortable at all with the Trump brand anymore. And of course, they would turn on him in a heartbeat if once they got I imagine him like just going to Dubai and then trying to negotiate something with leaders there, or with MBS and you know, Mohammed bin Salman, and we know what he did to his family. So it's really dark. Okay, so he's going to have a growth in his poverty. this week. He's going to feel empty because of all the gossips and secrets. And then the strength via what? Well, via fear? No, that won't work. Some strength via hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, that would work, but not really, because it's all, remember, empty. And then there's no solution, and there really is no loyalty, even though he thinks that glass is full. It's really not. And of course we all know that greed is based in fear. It's coming from lack consciousness. Why else would they need to hoard all that money? And deep down inside they're just empty and angry. So I think I've exhausted my means of reading these cards, and this looks like a really crappy week for Mr. Trader Tot. So, but anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope you have the best ever. Be very careful about getting in arguments with your family, and maybe even be careful about who you let into your house. The astrology for the week is really not good when it comes to avoiding arguments. So healthy boundaries might be the best tack to use. So anyway, okay. Big hugs, you guys. Bye.